Hello there, happy breathers and happy singers. Today we're going to work on discovery breath, the very first breath that I teach, that I recommend to everybody that I come in contact with, anybody who wants to have a better sense of their moods, better self-regulation, better singing, and better communication. So, discovery breath is exactly how it sounds. We're just going to go inside and we're going to discover what's our breath doing today. What is our body doing today? It also teaches us and tells us what state of being we are in. So today I am moving a bit fast at moments and a bit sluggish at moments. And it's during me discovering my breath where I can kind of really figure out what's happening with me, where am I at today, and that's where I can kind of turn things up or turn things down. So the discovery breath is my tuning into myself, paying attention to how the body is flowing, how it's moving. It's incredibly informative, and better yet, incredibly calming. So this is good for everybody, and I do it multiple times a day. Actually, anytime that I need to slow myself down and check in with myself. What is discovery breath? Put your hand on your belly. We're going to take a breath in through our nose, but here's the caveat. Don't just sniff in breath. Just pay attention to the navel. Think low. Think slow, and think quiet. So we're going to breathe low into our belly, nice and slow, and as we exhale, it's quiet. More like an evaporation. And what I'm setting my mind to, or my thoughts to, is I'm going to be the passenger in this experience, and I'm going to pay attention to what in my body is tight, what doesn't move smoothly, and how hard is it for me to kind of clue in and just observe and pay attention to where the different somatic feelings in my body are. A lot of times what I hear from new clients are just people when they're really activated, when they bam through my front door and say, Marnie, let me tell you what's happening today, is their breath is short, it is high, it is compressed, it is tight, and the voice follows it. So it sounds like this, or oh my God, it's like there's just nothing under there. You know, we call it throaty breath, but it's not really in the throat. It's constriction right through the entire front channel. So let's go lower, let's go low, let's go slow, and let's go quiet. And see what in you is flowing, meaning free, no constriction. A lot of times, most of us don't notice as we inhale, there's little hiccups in the way. There's little stops, and that's muscular. So we're going to try to smooth those out as we become more acquainted and we discover more about our breath. So the first few breaths, which I am imagining you have already had a few breaths while we've been talking. Some of us can even feel our heartbeat when we're discovering our breath. And after you've become acquainted with what's happening behind the belly, let's go to the side body. And how much is it opening smoothly and closing quietly? We're not assigning emotions or interpreting story or trying to hush ourselves. We're seeing what's going on in the body. Listen carefully to the body. It doesn't use words. One of the hardest things I teach my students is your bodies don't use words. They tell you and how it flows and how it moves. Now, after a few of those discovery breaths, let's go to the back of the body, the lower ribs, and see if they expand. Don't force them. Just pay attention to where they are right now. If they're not opening on their own, then we'll do something else as we learn. Just soften, relax, go low, go slow, and go quietly. Now, if you feel little tingles or little little frizzies around the neck. That's just your nervous system having a party. If you feel your fingers wake up, same thing. If you feel calmer, then you know this has been working for you. And I will assure you, the more anyone invites themselves to discover their breath, whether they're going to walk into a tough situation, answer a difficult phone call, or deal with their kids, the more they pay attention to how they're breathing, the quicker they can apply. You can apply any of your other coping mechanisms or any of your just good thoughts and your good judgments. All right, let's bring our hands together. Let's zip in all of this beautiful discovery work with a hum. So my tongue will go to the roof of my mouth, long through the back of the neck, throat short. If you're one of my students, you know this is one of my big jokes. Where's your neck? Where's your throat? As if they're someplace separate. We're gonna hum. And as some of you might be feeling, or if you're paying attention really closely, after breath work and you're humming, you can feel it through the body. If that's not happening for you yet, I guarantee you, if you stick with it, you will, and you'll reach for it again and again. Namaste, Sat Nam, Amen. Have a great day. Discover your breath, my friends. Discover your breath. Have a great one.